Okay, we're going to be installing an Android app on ChromeOS, and I'm recording this for posterity so I don't forget things. I'm going to be adding this to the ticket for this. So, very first thing is you need to open up settings, and you can just start with settings, and then what you need to find is the Android development, and this needs to be on, and if this isn't on, you're gonna have to reboot. So for you, go ahead and switch it on, reboot. Might ask you to upgrade Linux, and it goes without saying, but you need to have Linux enabled too. If this is not, then it's just not going to work. Okay, so you need Linux and ADB debugging. Next, we're going to need Bundle Tool, and Bundle Tool is from Google. It's here. You can just search for Bundle Tool GitHub and you'll come up with this, and find the latest release and download the jar. Great, there we go. And you can tell if this is working because you should be able to run Java jar and then Bundle Tool and then just use version, and it'll tell you what version it's running. Great. Now what we need to do is we need a key store file. And when it just says key store, key stores are represented by files, JKS. This is a Java thing, and you can use the key tool. So you should have this. And then you can run this command. So we're going to generate a key pair. We're going to put all of this in example.jks, and we're going to give it an alias of example. And as far as password, I'm just going to use the password because this is just for local testing. And you can just enter out all this stuff. You don't need any of it. And at the very end, if you enter too fast, see where it says no, you have to type yes. And now we have key store file. This doesn't have to be real information because again, we're just testing locally on ChromeOS. Now we're going to need the CodeMagic build. So let's go over here, CodeMagic. That's not the CodeMagic one that I want. So you've got your build, and what you need is the AAB file, and we're going to download that. The AAB file is a special thing that just came out 6 years ago, 2018, that isn't a binary. It's the code in built out symbols compiled, but not generated for specific binary platforms yet. So when you install an AAB using your Android phone, it will compile it on the phone or compile it on the store for your specific device, for your phone, your Chromebook, your watch. And so it's not the APK and the Chromebook. It's a specific device that we need to install onto. So this is why we needed Bundle Tool, because we're going to need to use that to compile APKs for the Chromebook. Okay, so now you've got your AAB and you've got your Bundle Tool, and we're going to put it all together here. Now let's see if this works. The command line here, we're going to run Bundle Tool using Java jar, and we're going to pass in the AAB, that's the bundle. The output we're going to call the same thing, but it's going to be .apks. S is important because it's plural. There's more than one APK in this file, and we're giving it our key store information. So the example.jks along with the password and the alias. And if all goes well, and this might take a little bit, it's going to generate that APKS file. And the APKS file, as with many things on Android, is just a zip file with a different name. So as soon as this is done, we'll be able to look at that. You can imagine, and when you're running Bundle Tool, there's probably a way to build for a specific platform, but it's building for all platforms. And what you end up with, we're going to unzip this. Just run unzip. you end up with a splits folder that has all the different platforms that Android can run on, which is kind of annoying. And you see there's the country codes there, and that's because that's the other thing that gets built in. If you have a strings file in your application, then when you install it on your device, it builds for your language and installs it. So that's part of the magic of the AAB. All right, so now we have all these, and the thing to notice is there's a master file along with the platform file. So what we're going to install is your Chromebook is most likely a 64-bit Chromebook. We're going to install this one, but we also need to install the master. And so that means we need to install 2 APKs to have one application. Now before we can install, run adb connect. And if you don't see anything there, that's fine. If you do adb devices, it should list ARC with 4 fives, 5555. If you don't see that, then adb connect will put it there. And now we can run an adb command to install it. And I'm installing those 2 APKs at once for the one application. The key thing here is install multiple. Run that. If it says success, you're golden. And now once you pull up your app menu, you can type the app name or just run it. And there we have it. And that's great. Looks awesome. So now when you're done, you can uninstall it. And the way that you find that is in all of these commands, you'll have to do -s arc 5555. Otherwise, it keeps saying multiple devices because the emulator is there, which is really annoying. But you can do shell pm list packages. That'll show you everything that's on your Chromebook. And we're just going to grep for Surfey. And you'll see that's the package name. So then in order to uninstall it, you 2 things. Like you can just pop up here, right click and uninstall. That works fine. If you want to do it from a script, then we do uninstall. And you have to use the package name, not package colon. So just com example Surfey, and then you're done, and then it's gone. Ta-da!